Thursday refused to take sides.
President Mubarak has been very helpful on a range of tough issues in the Middle East. But I've always said to him that making sure that they are moving forward on reform, political reform, economic reform, is absolutely critical to the long-term well-being of Egypt. And you can see these pent-up frustrations that are being displayed on the street.
On Friday, as dramatic images from Egypt hit the TV screens at the State Department, Hillary Clinton turned up the volume on Mubarak, just by a bit, though.
These protests underscore that there are deep grievances within Egyptian society, and the Egyptian government needs to understand that violence will not make these grievances go away.
Egypt has been a major military ally of the U.S. since making peace with Israel in 1979. It controls the Suez Canal and so ensures the free flow of oil to Western markets. And the U.S. sees it as an example of moderation in the Arab world and a helpful fixer in dealing with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It's also a place where Obama himself gave an important speech praising the universal nature of human rights.
You must maintain your power through consent, not coercion. You must respect the rights of minorities and participate with a spirit of tolerance and compromise. You must place the interests of your people and the legitimate workings of the political process above your party. Without these ingredients, elections alone do not make true democracy.
In the past, though, the U.S. has not accepted election results in the Mideast it doesn't like, such as when Hamas won a Palestinian election the U.S. insisted take place in 2006. With the Muslim Brotherhood perhaps the only major political force in Egypt, decisions in Washington may become harder and harder to make. Nick Spicer, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Well, we're going to bring you a bit more analysis on the U.S. reaction in just a moment. But first, just to recap these latest pictures that we're getting from Cairo. The presidential armed guard units through the streets headed towards the national television station. That's, of course, a state-run television station. Bit of a confusing picture there in Cairo because we're seeing protesters cheering this presidential guard, happy that these troops are arriving. And we will be updating you on what happens there, what happens at the state television station as we get more lines out of Cairo, following events very closely, of course, in the capital, where there's an awful lot of other events going on around the city. We've